Hey everybody, just a reminder for all of you tuning in, this game is scheduled to start at 7 but has been moved back to 7:15. Got about 13 minutes on the clock as you see there before we get going, but thank you all for tuning in. We've got a lot of action here, Central and East Georgia State. Great game ahead. Thank you for supporting these two teams here today. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with anybody else you know that may want to watch the game. Thank you. Welcome into Macon, Georgia. We are underway. Tip-off out of bounds. It'll be East Georgia State ball to begin. East Georgia State Bobcats in green taking on the Central Georgia Technical Titans. We have a fantastic matchup ahead. Central began conference play after looking very good in the non-conference against some prep schools. Began non-conference play 0-4, but since our 3-1, East Georgia State has yet to find a rhythm in GCAA play. Hickman with a steal to begin. Layup goes. Central off to a good beginning, up 2-0. East Georgia State has yet to find their footing in conference play. They are 1-8. Central 7-5 overall. They're known for their defense. Stop and pop, three-pointer goes. East Georgia State out to their first lead. Sadler knocking it down. Vance Jr. in the post, right-handed hook shot, spins around the rim. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in. This game was delayed about 15 minutes. The women's game went long, so they had to give the men enough time to warm up. East Georgia State with the ball being handled by Johnson. Johnson kicks, Sadler, corner, got it again. Sadler 2 for 2 from 3 to begin. Scott slashes left, Vance Jr. fouled. Vance Jr. at the line shooting a pair for Central. Coming into this game, they have won 3 of their last 4. Beat Albany Tech in Macon here, beat Gordon State here by 6. Then they lost to Gordon State on the road, but beat East Georgia State back on the 27th of February, a couple of days ago. It was out in Swainsboro, Georgia. 64-38, that game went final. Central did not have trouble the first time against these guys. Sadler trying to find more in the post. He dribbles in himself. 3 on the shot clock, couldn't score it. Here's Scott. Ball movement out of bounds. Bobcat ball. These two teams meeting here in the middle of GCAA play. We're approaching tournament time, but still about 18 days until the regular season ends. There's a lot of basketball to be played. It's been a packed pandemic schedule, games every 2, 3, 4 days, pretty much since January. Shot falls, the jumper from Johnson, nothing but net. It's an 8-3 lead for the road squad. Drame finds the open man, Hickman. Scott loads it up. Out of bounds off the top of the basket. Looking at the GCAA standings, South Georgia Tech are number 1 right now, both 6-1. Albany Tech is 3rd, Georgia Highlands 4th, Gordon 5th, and Central is 6th. Central taking it the other way with Pierce now. East Georgia is last right now in conference play. It's into Vance again. Taking advantage of the matchup inside. Vance Jr. rolls it in for a bucket. Mark Vance Jr. has been probably the best post on the team for Central this year. The starting 5. The center position, the number 5 spot. Sadler again. Sadler drills a 3. East Georgia State on a run behind 3 threes from Sadler. Nearly 4 minutes in. Central trying to catch up on the offensive side. Drame tries to slash through a couple of defenders, and jump ball called. Got sandwiched in there. The Central team on the offensive side has picked it up recently. They're scoring about 70 points a game. That won't put them at the top of the league, but it's enough to be very effective with the defense they play. Hickman, Vance Jr., easy bucket on the inbounds pass. Central down 4. Sadler on the ball. Crisp barely saves it. 5 on the shot clock. Sadler spots up. That's his first miss from beyond the arc today. Montavious Terrell handling it for Central. Terrell's a big-time scorer. Had a clutch play in overtime to win Central a game here at home a couple of weeks ago. Pierce rolls it in. Pierce is one of the sophomores for Central. They've been looking to him lately to stop settling for threes, get inside, show off his skill set. He can score from any level on the floor. Off to a good start today, trailing by 2. Terrell faking the pass, layup falls. Mid-range jumper falls for the big man, Moore. Six minutes in, Hickman on the right side. Drame, left elbow, jumper, won't go. Sadler passes it off. Sadler has 9 points all on threes. More baseline jumper, air ball. Vance Jr. leading the way for Central right now with 5, almost 7 minutes in. Terrell fouled. East Georgia State coached by Travis Garrett. Now Hickman to put it in play. Washai is one of the fresh guys in, along with Errol White for Central. White has it ripped away. Collins with it for the Bobcats. Collins took advantage of an opening on the left side, just didn't get the layup. Terrell, cross-court pass. Central's moving the ball well today. Errol White. Collins in the post. Rockcliffe behind the back. Deep 3. Crisp gets it to go. Preston Crisp from way outside. 16-11. The three-point shooting from East Georgia State has propelled them ahead today. 4 of 5 from three-point range. Pierce, 7 feet away, gets a roll. Timeout called by East Georgia State. Or timeout Titans, rather. 16-13, three-point game. We'll be back with more action here. You're watching junior college basketball. The Bobcats are in possession here, about 8 minutes in. It's a 3-point game. Bobcats 6 of 12 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3 to begin. Got 5 assists on their made shots as well. Jump ball called. Looped in for the Bobcats. Hickman rips it away. Hickman moving ahead at a frenetic pace. White fouled on his way up. Hickman taking advantage of East Georgia State in transition, setting up his freshman teammate Errol White. White, a couple of home games ago, had a really nice one. Had 14 points. That went down as a career high as he's at the free throw line now. But Errol is a raw talent. It's been very important for this Central team, developing him, getting him into a role where he can play a lot of minutes. Coach Dawson wants to have Errol on the floor. Taken away by Washai. Top of the key three. Terrell's going to slow things down for Central. The Titans team is one that really enjoys trying to settle things down, get the pace dictated on the defensive side, play their way offensively nice and calm. Hickman, easy steal from Rockcliffe. Truett Spencer, who's fresh into the game, takes it away. Terrell, Washai, finish. Truett Spencer's in for Central. He picked up a Division II offer earlier this week. One of the HBCUs in Alabama gave him an offer. Floated up and a foul called. Spencer got that offer from Miles College, HBCU D2, Alabama. Very good school, very big day for him as well, getting that. 16-15 score at the free throw line is Rockcliffe. First free throw good. Truett Spencer and Montavious Terrell have been a big backcourt combo for this Titans team. Look for them today in a matchup against a couple of guards like Johnson, Jones, Crisp. It's a matchup that goes in their favor. Spencer's been really solid coming off the bench lately, especially once he gets settled into the second half of games. Press broken successfully. Terrell, long three. Bang! Terrell knocks it down. Tied up at 18, about halfway through the first half of play. East Georgia State trying to move it around on the offensive side. Right elbow jumper, rebound Terrell. Central holding up better defensively. Hickman, pump fake outside. Terrell, pump fake, three. Yes, sir! Montavious Terrell knocks it down. Great ball movement from the Titans, leading to a bucket. The home team back up three. They fought off a big early run from East Georgia State. Collins spins, 10 feet away. Terrell wants to push it again. Spencer lines one up. Into the lane, ball bounces around, rebounded by Cone. Three-pointer comes up short. Dumped over to Hickman. Got it! Hickman for three. Central on a run behind their own three-point shooting. 24-18 our score. The Titans lead by 6. Back in play, the Bobcats, 8:35 to go until halftime. They called a timeout to stop the run of Central. Both teams have used one this half. The Titans are 3 of 5 from 3. East Georgia State 4 of 7. So both teams shooting over 50%. This three-pointer in the net there for Cone. It's a three-point game again. Both teams shooting a little over 60% from 3, or at or over. This ball movement from Central has kept East Georgia State on their toes all day. Look at it. Oh, Spencer got a three. Truett Spencer knocks it down. 6-point game again. Wow. Barrage of threes both ways to begin. Rockcliffe tried to get his own board. The way Central's been moving the ball has been unlike any other I've seen this season. Almost a backcourt violation taken away. Shalom Osaba with a steal. Truett Spencer up strong. He'll head to the line. Here's Spencer for a pair. Jones comes in for Rockcliffe. Central today has been active defensively, 5 steals, 13 points off the bench. Truett Spencer adding to that bench point total. Spencer's got 4. Montavious Terrell has 8. Jalen Hickman and Vance Jr. have 5. Spencer extends it to an 8-point lead after hitting both free throws. Johnson surveys the floor, drives on Spencer. Goes up, blocked by Osaba, but they'll call him for a foul. Truett Spencer is actually the one rung up for that foul. Osaba was clean on the play. Spencer was given a lot of trouble to Johnson. Osaba came and made a big-time play, but the defense from Spencer gets him his second foul. He's off to the bench. Montavious Terrell comes in. Terrell has yet to miss. 3 for 3 from the field, a couple of rebounds. Both Terrell and Hickman can handle the ball for the Titans. Hickman steps back. Vance Jr. top of the key. Osaba with a good offensive board. Shalom Osab has quickly been becoming one of the most polished players on the offensive side at the post position for Central. Spin move, dumps it off. Vance Jr. banging around inside. Cohn has it in his hands. Foul in transition. Central charged with one on the defensive side. It'll be Osaba trying to recover. Osaba now with his first foul. Bobcats taking it out. Cohn's off to the bench. Jones. Looked like Terrell affected that shot more. The big man puts it away. Washai is at the table to check in for this Central team that's been off to a good start today. Ball circulates again. Terrell thought about pulling up on Sadler. Hickman steps back. Bobcat ball. One thing that I've really liked about Jalen Hickman for Central, I know there's several guys on the team that do this, but after games, especially after a loss, he'll come set up the shooting machine and go shoot regular threes, deep threes, all kinds of shots, trying to get himself better. Jalen Hickman is a grinder. One of many on this team, by the way. Not to slight anybody else. I know several guys do that. But Hickman is one that I notice. He's fresh out of the locker room making those types of decisions after games. Hickman steals it away. He's been very active today. Terrell, left side, draws contact, and a foul called. Terrell had Johnson and Jones about jumping over the top of him. Terrell's headed to the free throw line. It was a smart play. You knew those guys, Jones, who fouled him. He knew Jones would not be able to stop himself, so he drew the contact. Gets smacked. 5 minutes away from halftime. The experienced sophomore, leading returning scorer for Central. Terrell's provided a lot of leadership to this Central team. He's a very threatening player on the offensive side. 8 points on the day for him as he missed on the free throws. Shot up and good. Layup by Johnson. Finished over Washai. Central's been much sharper on their passing and their pass fakes today. Osaba, 10 feet away. Three-pointer. Back iron for Crisp. We saw Crisp hit a deep one from straight away. The Bobcats have cut it to a 3-point lead. They've had a couple of good defensive stands lately. Terrell trying to go through a couple of guys and a foul called on Johnson. Coach Garrett and that East Georgia State bench not happy about that call. They've been very energetic over on that left far sideline. Rockcliffe comes in. AD, Almany Drame comes in for Central. Drame out of Senegal. Pierce trying to get it in. Drame is able to take it away from 4 defenders. 5 on the shot clock. Terrell has got to make something happen. Terrell goes through contact, lofts it up. Shot clock violation. That ball never got rim. It's East Georgia State ball. Coach Dawson having a conversation with Drame after that play. Rockcliffe trying to spin on Hickman, blocked away by the freshman. Sadler, corner, short. Hickman bounces it, Wash-Eye, left side, it falls. Layup falls, Wash-Eye falls, Jones falls. 3:15 to go, 5-point game. The assist numbers for Central continue to be impressive. Not a lot of unassisted baskets. The team's playing good team basketball. After starting 0-4 in conference, they faced adversity, dug themselves a bit of a hole. But since, they've really taken well to it. Crisp, missing there. Sadler going for the board, taken away by Pierce. Pierce has played a clean game today. I said it a few minutes ago, but Central just looks sharper today. More energetic, more technically sound. Style of basketball we're used to out of this team historically. Hickman, corner. Got it. Hickman for three again. Nifty little celebration there as the point guard makes it 34-26. Rockcliffe finds room. He is fouled. Got thumped hard inside. Both Wash-Eye and Hickman were trying to get the best of him on the defensive side. 2:05 to go until halftime. Scott is looking to come in. I've not seen much of Scott today. He did have one shot. Rockcliffe short off the rim. He has yet to score today. Scott's in, Wash-Eye's out. Central going a little smaller here. It's a more guard wing oriented lineup. Now for Central, they are in general a more guard oriented team. It's the guards, Terrell, Hickman, Spencer especially, that provide a lot of the scoring. They do get some from Pierce, a little from Drame. Some of their post players score pretty well, but it's most of the guards. Drame inside, what a beautiful pass. Drame just couldn't finish it. He goes up again and redeems himself. That was an amazing pass from Montavious Terrell, just rifling it over his head 1,000,000 miles an hour for Drame. Out of bounds, off Drame. Almost corralled that ball. Collins, 5 on the shot clock. Left side drive, slash, and a finish. Collins got that one over Pierce. That's a tough play to make. Credit to him. 7-point game, just over a minute to play in the half. Hickman, 5 on the shot clock. He's got to make something happen. Scott, left elbow, gets it to go. Scott from 15 feet away sinks the jumper. It's out to a 9-point game approaching the half. Rockcliffe, Collins, blocked away by Pierce. Monster block from the sophomore. Hickman rises up. Drame tried to tip it in. They wave it off. Offensive goaltend. Drame had to let that ball settle off the rim before he tried to tip it in. But Hickman almost got it on the left side. And of course, offensive goaltend means the bucket is waved off the board. 12.7 seconds left until the half. Still 9 points separate the two teams. Rockcliffe rises up and nails a jumper with 5 to go in the half. Pierce sends it ahead. Drame, 1 second to go. He was stripped. They wave off the shot. No foul to be called because that shot will not count because it was after the buzzer. 38-31, 7-point game. We'll be back in 15 minutes. You are watching the Central Georgia Technical Basketball YouTube channel. Thank you all for tuning in. We're back in action. Central inbounds to begin. 38-31. Our score at halftime. Central coming out up 7. Pierce spots up a 3. Foul committed down low. Staying here. Fouls on Crisp. We are in the month of March. We all know what that means. It's tournament time in college basketball here for Central. The schedule's got, after this one, about 7 or 8 regular season games left on it. Tipped in there. I think it was Drame who might have gotten it. Shot goes up, missed. It was actually Vance Jr. who just made that layup for Central. My apologies. Looking down at the schedule here, the Titans overall, they'll play South Crescent Technical a couple of times, South Georgia Tech, or South Georgia State rather. Then at Andrew College a couple of times, at Georgia Highlands. You're looking at the schedule for Central. They've got some favorable matchups ahead. Drive inside, shot falls for Johnson. But South Crescent Tech is only 2-5 in conference play. They're not off to a great start. South Georgia State, of course, very good. They're 6-1 right now. That'll be the toughest one. And then at Andrew College, they're 1-6 in conference play. At Georgia Highlands, they're 5-2. So they're in a similar spot to Central. Both middle of the pack type teams. So it's about an average schedule. Some games will be pretty easy for Central in terms of overall matchups. Some will be tougher. Now, of course, anybody in the GCAA can win on any given day, so what happens on paper doesn't matter. But when you look at it, down the stretch, things will get interesting for this team that started out 0-4 in conference play, but since has turned things around. They're up 7 here coming out of halftime. Central beat East Georgia State 64-38 in Swainsboro back on February 27th. That pass from Pierce picked off. Layup missed from Johnson, but followed up by Crisp for 2. Down to a 5-point game, a little bit of a run here. Both teams shot it really well in that first half of play. Drame couldn't get that to go. Looped inside, Moore banging against Vance Jr. for 2. It's a 3-point game now. All of a sudden we're out to a run. It's closed the gap. East Georgia State, a 6-2 run to begin. Timeout taken by Central. About 3 minutes in. Coach Rico Dawson trying to talk to his team. The momentum shifting towards the road squad. More coming around the corner. You're watching junior college basketball. Terrell manning the offense for Central, coming out of a timeout, looking for a bucket here in the second half. Ripped away by Pierce. That's not how you want to come out of a break. Johnson, Sadler, three-pointer, in and out. Sadler started off 3 for 3 from beyond the arc. He had 9 points in the first 3 minutes of the game. He is actually their leading scorer coming out of halftime with 9. Terrell. Three-pointer from the wing, short from Crisp. Hickman finds his way inside. Swatted off of him. Bobcat ball. Spencer and Washai come in. Vance Jr. and Pierce are out. Quick subs for the Titans, trying to get things right here. There were 2 lead changes in the first half. One of those was Central taking the lead, and they didn't really look back, especially in the final 10 minutes of the first half. Sadler. Moore through a couple of defenders. Foul called. Fouls on Sadler. Central ball. For Central in the first half, the top scorers were Montavious Terrell and Jalen Hickman. They both had 8 points. Mark Vance Jr. had 7 and 4 rebounds. Hickman, the point guards, also got 4 rebounds. He's in there with Spencer and Terrell, all 3 of which handle the ball very well. Hickman steps over, corner. Hickman had a couple of those threes and a layup in the first half. East Georgia State's been leaving him a little too much room in the corner. It's allowed Hickman to get some good looks. He's converted 2 of 4 from three-point range. Now Akoff comes in. Spencer, left wing. Drame, rebound, blocked away from behind. Sadler took him out, but a jump ball's called. East Georgia State ball. Sadler with a big-time stuff on that one. The Titans giving a pressure look. Jones crosses over, steps back. Offensive board, Crisp. In and out on a 3. East Georgia State was ready to explode on that shot. Terrell, spin cycle, foul. The way Montavious Terrell slithered in the lane there. That was real nifty. Now Montavious shooting 2, 14:55 to go in the game. The very experienced sophomore, a big part of last year's run to win the GCAA. Misses on the first free throw, he'll get a second. 2018, 2019, 2020, Central won the Georgia GCAA. Central in the past 3 years also won the Southeast District Championship, all 3, 2018, 19, 20. Terrell was a big part of those runs in 2020. The team that made the national tournament last year would have been a number 23 seed. The tournament got canceled by the pandemic. 14:40 to go. Here's Sadler. Rockcliffe has a mismatch on Drame. He's much shiftier. He dribbles out of bounds. Rockcliffe trying to use some nice footwork. He had a step on Drame. Could have gotten the shot off if he had lost control of that ball. Spencer not looking for it. It's kicked out of bounds again, this time by Collins. Hickman breaking the press. Drame with a jam. Almany Drame with an emphasis. Drame going up strong in transition, taking no prisoners on that play. 6-point game. Pressure again coming from the Titans. Collins resets the offense. 10 seconds to go. He's got an opening on the left side. Skies and misses. Hickman outside. Terrell. In and out for the sophomore. Rebound Osaba. Put back. The forward getting Central on a bit of a roll here. Crisp. The team rebounding from Central has been a good bright spot today. Drame, one dribble, fouled inside. Offensive foul. Drawn from Rockcliffe. Rockcliffe's been a good role player for this East team today. Sophomore guard. East Georgia State is a pretty sophomore-heavy team. 6 freshmen. We've got 9 sophomores. 8-point game. Timeout called by the Bobcats. They're having a tough time inbounding. 45-37, 13 minutes to play. Central leads here at home. Seven minutes into the second half. Terrell tips it on the inbounds pass. Johnson holds it in. Johnson. Travel called. Just trying to swerve his way into the lane. Central taking it out, and East is going to pressure. Both sides have shown their fair share of pressing today. Pierce. Foul drawn by the sophomore. 1 of 3 for this Central team. Central's got a total of 12 players active today to choose from to put in. 3 sophomores, 9 freshmen. It's a freshman-led team, very, very different looking than a year ago. The 3 sophomores were pretty solid contributors a year ago. Did get a lot of playing time. But these freshmen have come along quickly. Coach Dawson's done an incredible job down here in Macon, not just recruiting talented guys, but bringing in a lot of raw players and adding to their abilities. Coach Dawson and his overall staff have helped this team come a long way. They're up 10. Johnson and Spencer fight for it. 3-pointer. Cone hits a 3. Timeout called by East Georgia State. It's a 7-point game. Full timeout. Around the corner, more action coming for you. Thank you for tuning in. Central's got it out of the timeout, leading by 7 offensively at the helm here. Cone hit a big 3 to cut the lead inside the 10-digit, or inside the double-digit mark. Spencer, 3. Osaba going up with it, off the mark, but a foul called. Osaba heading in for 2 at the charity stripe. Nine-point game. Here's East with the ball. East Georgia State, 15 of 45, 33% shooting today. They have not gotten to the free throw line many times at all. Only 6 free throws attempted. Nearly a steal. And there's a steal. Sherrod Spencer goes up. Right-handed layup on the left side. Rockcliffe goes up, floats it in. Impressive play, sinking that shot over Osaba. They're going to reset the shot clock, it looks like. Put it at 30 seconds, I think is what they're saying. The substitutions will be allowed to come in. Rockcliffe and Jones come in. Or it's just Jones that came in for Cone, actually. Now the shot clock is reset and ticking. It was about 7 seconds off. The details, very important in these conference games. Pierce tried to drive, he hesitated and called for a travel. For Central today, they've really on the offensive side been efficient. 19 of 38, 50% from the field. They've hit 5 threes as well. Rockcliffe drifts in. Central ball. Hickman fouled, trying to bring it down the floor. He was going at it with Jones. Central inbounding. Offensive foul called. Let's see. Yep, they ring up Osaba down in the post. Osaba was getting into it. I think it was Johnson who was trying to guard him down low. Johnson has the ball in his hands. About halfway through the second half. Rockcliffe rises up, wave off that shot. It's an offensive foul. Central ball. It's a blocking foul called, so I guess a moving screen there came from Moore. He was trying to set a pick off the ball, I believe. Moore was trying to set a pick for the shooter there. He picked left. Rockcliffe tried to knock down a jumper. Hickman almost went coast to coast. Now a note for you, that foul did put Central in the bonus. They'll be there for the rest of the way. Moore spins, tried to get it over Osaba. Moore and Osaba is a fun matchup to watch. Those guys not too far apart in terms of skill level. Jump ball. Sadler comes in for Moore. Osaba, one dribble, penetrates, Pierce, cuts in and lays it in. Timeout called by Central, 53-42. They're up 11 with 9:31 to play. Bobcats inbounding. Rockcliffe trying to go all the way. Osaba says no. Blocked out of bounds, so East Georgia State will be taking it out. Sadler blocked again by Osaba. What an effort from the freshman. Terrell over a defender. Montavious Terrell finishes high off the glass. Johnson hesitates on Spencer. Spencer picks it off, got in the passing lane. Rifled ahead, Osaba goes up strong. Free throw line it is for Shalom Osaba. Osaba here shooting two. Osaba's second, quick free throw made. Stepped into that almost like a jumper. As soon as he caught it, let it go. Osaba's out. Your current lineup for Central: Dominic Pierce, Terrell, Spencer, Hickman, Drame. East Georgia State setting up their offense. It's pretty much their start. It is their starting lineup in the game, except for Rockcliffe being in for Moore. Jones puts it down low for Crisp. Nice assist there from Jones, setting up that play. Drew some defenders. Terrell, how about these handles? Hickman, three. Yes, sir. Hickman knocks it down. Central up 15. The Titans on a run here with 8 to play. Hickman and Terrell tied with 11 points, leading the way for Central. The Bobcats have Crisp step out of bounds. Crisp has 7 points. He's second on the team with Javian Johnson. Malik Sadler has 9 points, but all those came in the first 3 minutes of the game. Spencer draws an extra defender and draws the foul. Truett Spencer with a 7-point effort, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Truett's at the line. Truett just picked up that offer from Miles College earlier this week. Happened back on Sunday. Miles College D2, HBCU in Alabama, another school that is very interested in Truett Spencer. There's been quite a few. Spencer knocking down the free throws. He'll have 9 points after those. Corner three. Got it. Jones finding the back of the net there. 7:21 to go. Tightens it up a little bit to 14. Terrell trying to make a play, drives in the lane, beautiful finish. Montavious Terrell caught some air there and found the backboard for 2. Drame blocks it off the backboard. Terrell, Hickman. Out of the hands of Spencer. 6:43 to go in the game. Timeout called by the Titans again. 63-47, our score. Central is ahead. The Bobcats inbound to Johnson. Crisp, step back, 3-pointer, won't fall. Big thank you today to Sam, our cameraman. He's been doing all the games this season. We appreciate him. Catching all the action for you on the Central Georgia Technical College YouTube channel, CGTC Athletics. Please be sure to subscribe, like, send the link to anyone else who may want to watch these final 6 minutes of play. Been a nice GCAA competition between these squads today. Drame lays it in. Can't ask for much more out of Central. I know Coach Dawson's got his areas that he'll want the team to clear up. They haven't been quite as dominant as they were back a few days ago on the 27th when they beat them by almost 30. Corner three, way off. Moore, Sadler. Long ball goes. Timeout taken by East Georgia State, 5.5 to play. 65-50 our score. More coming here on the Central Georgia YouTube channel. Central with 5:20 to play in a 15-point game. Into Terrell. Ball's on the deck and a jump ball called. Possession arrow pointing East Georgia State's direction. Johnson brings it down the floor for an East Georgia State team that has struggled offensively today, shooting 34% total. Turned it over 14 times. Johnson got inside, a foul called. He'll head to the stripe for a pair. Jewett Spencer at the table, getting set to come in for Central. Free throw made. Spencer comes in for Osaba. Under 5 to play for Pierce. Terrell surveys, now getting under 10 on the shot clock. Terrell, 5 to go, picks up the dribble, gets it to go. Montavious Terrell for 2. 67-51. Terrell's been very good today for the Titans. 15 points total, 6 of 8 from the field, highly efficient. Terrell blocked it away, but he's whistled for a foul. 2 shots coming for Jones. Jones with the brightest shoes of anybody on the floor and the bright reds today. Both teams do have a pair of timeouts to go as we go down the stretch. First free throw made. Jalen Jones shooting free throws, 1 of 5 from the field today. He's got 4 points. Make it 5. Six on the shot clock for Spencer. Pierce, 4 to go. Terrell, deep 3. As the shot clock expires, Terrell drills it from deep. Montavious Terrell, have yourself a day. 18 points for the sophomore. Another big performance at home for him. He's taking a lot of tough shots too and converting at a high rate. Foul called. Terrell's 3 of 5 from 3, 7 of 9 from the field. 17-point game because Terrell and Hickman have been so good for Central today, but the scoring across the board, 5 guys over 7 points. First shot good for Moore. It's been a high scoring output. Central as a team rebounding pretty well today. Central's won the rebounding margin by 10, but no player individually has got more than 5. It's very spread around. The Central team, you could say, is really starting to come together at this point in the season. 3 on the shot clock. Hickman front rim, no good. Blocked away by Hickman. I'll look for you at the conference standings in the GCAA. South Georgia and South Georgia Tech #1 at 6-1 each. Albany Tech's number 3, 7-2 in the GCAA. They've got more wins than anybody. Georgia Highlands is number 4, 5-2 record. Gordon is 4-5. Central with a win today would move to 4-5. Spencer pulls up, baseline jumper falls. An 18-point game. Jones spots up off the heel. But then beyond Central Georgia Tech, South Crescent Tech, Andrew, and East Georgia State rounded out. East Georgia State with a loss today will drop to 1-9, assuming they don't go on some kind of insane run here in the last 2 minutes of play. But for Central, it would move them up, get them tied, and in that top 5 as Spencer knocks it down from 15 feet away. Central with this win. It depends on what Gordon does, but it could tie them for 5th, I believe. That would be good. The GCAA is a tough league. They'll count the shot for Jones. He continues to fight with his Bobcat team. Minute 42 left. Jones will be shooting 1 free throw. For Central on the upcoming schedule to keep an eye out for, they'll be playing on Thursday. Shot won't fall. Timeout taken by Central. 1:30 to go in the game. 74-56 our score. Thank you all for tuning in. You're watching junior college basketball on the Titans YouTube channel. .90 seconds to play, 74-56 our score. The Central men will be back in action on Thursday. That game will be against South Crescent Tech here at 7 o'clock. It's a men's only. Then Saturday we have women's only, as the men will be playing at South Crescent Tech in Griffin, Georgia. So the women's game will be home, the men will be away. The men will be Saturday, South Crescent Tech, Griffin, Georgia, 3 o'clock p.m. Those are the 2 upcoming games this week for Central. It's a heavy week. Next week, no home games, so no broadcast for you here from Macon. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Spencer unable to get it to hit the rim as it's East Georgia State ball. They took it away. The next week, not much action, and then the week after, I believe we have a Thursday and a Saturday game on March 18th and 20th, and that'll round out the home slate for the Central men and women's teams. So as we stand, I think it's 4 total broadcasts left. Broadcast days left between the men's and women's teams. Be broadcasting Thursday, and then The 18th and 20th will be the final 3 men's broadcasts after this one. Of course, we've got the women's game Saturday and all the women's games here at Central. Been a pleasure watching and covering these teams this season with under a minute to play. The men's team looking to split this doubleheader. The women lost, but the men looking to beat East Georgia State. 5 to go on the shot clock. Terrell marches in the lane, just unable to convert. Jones slides it inside to Johnson. 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Johnson gets it to fall. Impressive make there. We're under 30 to play. A little over a second difference between shot and game clock. Spencer's going to hold it. Well, for Central today, they have been led by a couple of key guys. Montavious Terrell put up 18 points. He holds the ball. And that'll do it. Truett Spencer put up 13. Jalen Hickman 11. Those were the 3 Central players. Oh, there's 1 second left now. That was a shot clock violation on Central. And that'll do it. Yeah, there was that 1 second difference between shot and game clock. So Terrell, Spencer, Hickman, 3 guys in double figures for Central. Sadler had 12 points for East Georgia State, all off 3-pointers. Javian Johnson had 10. But that'll do it here. The Titans take away a victory. 74-58 final. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Luke Winston. We'll be back with the men's game on Thursday, women's game on Saturday. Thank you for your support of our show.